Buongiorno everybody, welcome back to Miss Emily Gourmet. Today I'm going to be making the Italian classic risotto. Many of you have asked at home, how does David make the perfect risotto? I'm about to show you, and I'm also going to put a little bit of a twist on it like most of the recipes we do. And yes, that's right, today I'll be making a red wine risotto, and we'll be serving that with some gorgonzola, walnuts, and some beautiful confit duck. So let's get cooking. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about rice. Obviously, there's a little bit of a debate about arborio or carnaroli. Today we're using Violone Nano, which is almost like the Ferrari of risotto rice, okay? This is a primo Italian risotto rice. Nice, beautiful, flat grains. We're gonna toast it off beautifully. It's just gonna make this the most amazing, creamy risotto you could ever believe. So obviously I've worked with Jamie Oliver, Gennaro Contaldo, okay? These guys have been the best mentors for me, and I've worked many services making risotto to order for the customers with Gennaro breathing over my neck. Oh, David, it's not cooked yet. So I've learned the hard way, and trust me, I've made many mistakes along the way, but today I'll teach you the perfect way how to make the ultimate risotto. So guys, we're going to start here. Nice hot little pan. You can use a saucepan at home if you want. Now we're going to start with some French shallot. You can use onion at home, but I prefer French shallot, nice and sweet. Just a little bit of ooh la la for this recipe. A little bit of olive oil into the pan and a knob of butter, okay? You can see that's happening already. In with our French shallots. Perfectly fine dice, you saw me do that. And we're also going to incorporate a little bit of fennel here. I love the flavor, that aniseed flavor, the aroma. Nothing quite beats that fresh aniseedy smell of fennel, and it's gonna go really well with our red wine and our duck that's gonna sit on top. So our fennel and our shallots are nice and fried, okay? They're looking beautiful, nice and sweated down, nice bubbles, okay? It's not too hot. Now we're gonna go in with our rice now. About 80 grams each person if you're cooking this at home for your family. Now this is another important step about the risotto, about the flavor building, about building all the flavors. What we wanna do now is we want to toast off this risotto. This is another important stage of our risotto. Toasting the rice, making sure each grain is individually toasted, okay? There's lots of grains in there, but we need to really love each single grain in there. Get it nice and toasted. You'll start smelling that nutty flavor through your house, the butter, the olive oil, and the toasting rice. This is an important stage. It's going to give the rice that al dente bite in your mouth that will make the perfect risotto at the end. Now, as you all know, most classic risottos are made with white wine, the risotto bianco, but today we're making the risotto with the red wine, something a little bit different. Traditionally, this recipe is made with Barolo, okay? We all know those Barolo wines from Italy, the big flavored, big bodied wines. They're made from the Nebbiolo grape. So today I'll be making this risotto with Star Lane Nebbiolo, and that's gonna tie in this recipe beautifully. Now this stage is also super important. Our rice is sucking up that first bit of flavor, which is the red wine. Now is the perfect time to get a good pinch of salt in there, and let that seasoning process start happening early on in the risotto. No point adding it all at the end, because it's just not going to have that all-rounded balance of seasoning. So first part liquid, first bit of salt, very important. Another important flavor that we're going to add to this is some thyme, about half a stalk. It's just going to add that beautiful, earthy, herby depth of flavour that our risotto needs. So I would have added about a cup of red wine initially. You can see now how it's on a low heat, but it's disintegrated, it's evaporated so quickly that we're going to add our next lot of red wine, which will be about another cup. Now there's so many important things we need to remember whilst we're making our risotto. One is to always use a maurice or a rubber spatula or a wooden spoon at home. If we use something metal, a metal spoon or a metal large spoon or something, we're going to break up the rice and we do not want that. Using a metal spoon is going to break up our little pieces of rice, and considering we're going to so much trouble here loving what we're doing and getting involved in the risotto, it would be a shame to break them all up. So both of our batches of red wine are in. You can tell already that the starches in the rice are starting to work. It's looking a little bit creamy already. It's fantastic. This is so wonderful to watch in front of your eyes, the evolution of the risotto from the rice to that luscious, creamy risotto that goes on the plate at the end. It is a journey, but it is something that's worth your attention just for 20 minutes. So we're going to add our first bit of stock here, hot stock, very important. I'm using chicken stock today. At home you can use veggie stock, fish stock, good old-fashioned Murray River stock if you want. So we're just going to add one ladle at a time, keep stirring and let that evaporate. And each step we're doing, each ladle of stock, we're just improving the flavour and increasing our product to be a world-class risotto when we're done. So from the first ladle of stock, I would say about 15 minutes of cooking time, give or take. Once we get about 12 minutes in, we're going to have a taste, see where our rice is at. Okay, we don't want it crunchy, we just want it al dente, on the tooth, a little bit of bite. Then we're going to take it off the heat, let it rest and let everything get oozy and magical, and then we're ready to plate. It's been about 10 minutes now. I'm going to go in for my first taste. Okay, this is so important. We're understanding where the rice is at, where the flavor's at. Each time we add a liquid and reduce it, flavors are intensifying, flavors are getting deeper, flavors are getting richer. And our rice, just a little bit al dente on the tooth. It's a nice amount of liquid in there now, okay? It's not too dry. It's important that we don't boil the liquid out completely. We're going to kill the heat now. Now you can see there's just that little bit of liquid on the surface there. That is perfectly fine. We want to chuck in a few good knobs of butter. We're going to add some beautiful Gorgonzola Dolce, okay, Italian blue cheese, super sexy cheese. It is so amazing to cook with such beautiful products. All right, so we're just going to work those in ever so quickly. A little toss if you can at home. All right, now the heat is off. We're just going to work that for about 30 seconds. Oh, look at that. You can see the blue cheese is melted. Okay, it's all coming together. It's beautifully emulsified. Oh, the smell is incredible. I can smell the thyme, the butter, the Gorgonzola, that red wine, the Nebbiolo. Okay, this is magic. And lid on. We're letting it rest now. Okay, I love letting things rest. We let everything rest. When things rest, everything comes together and nature takes its course. So 5-minute timer, finish that sneaky glass of red wine, and then we'll get ready to plate up. right, folks, it's time to finish this magic recipe. I have actually been lucky enough to visit Piemonte in the north part of Italy. We went to the Violone Nano factory, saw how it all happens, saw the milling, saw the processing. So when it comes time to making something like this, risotto or anything like that I've done previously, you just get that sense of connection and warmth and love, and it just makes cooking recipes like this just that little bit extra special. So, lid off, let's unveil, look at that steam. All right, the steam is coming off, it's rested for about 5 minutes. You can tell by moving it slightly that we've got a nice emulsion, we've got that creamy texture. A famous chef once told me that the risotto, when you run a spoon through it, the divide is like slow crashing waves on the ocean. So I thought that was pretty cool. So when you run a spoon through, the creaminess crashes in like slow waves. So I think that's pretty special about cooking and what food does to everybody. Now I'm gonna hit it with some massive lashings of Parmesan cheese. It's gonna be that last little bit of saltiness, creaminess, extra depth of flavor. That is some serious food. All right, so let's plate up. So now we have our confit duck leg here. I've done this today just to show you that this is also available here at Miss Emily Gourmet. We pre-confit for you. All you need to do, like I've done here, piece of parchment paper into the oven for 20-25 minutes, super crispy skin. We're gonna pop it on top of our beautiful creamy red wine risotto and finish this dinner. Just gonna sprinkle a few walnuts over the top now. Beautiful crunch, beautiful texture, and some of these beautiful fennel tops and a little bit more Parmesan cheese over the top. And in classic Italian cooking, a little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil on top. So folks, there is my red wine risotto with confit duck leg, gorgonzola and walnuts. This is super cooking, classic Italian. It doesn't get any better than that. You can take a boring, plain old risotto to next level, just like I've done now. Food like this deserves your attention. Love it, and your partner will love you. So, until next time, from the Miss Emily Gourmet Kitchen, salute. For everything Miss Emily Gourmet, please follow the link below. Check out our website, Facebook and Instagram.